Do you have too much stuff in your house? What do you do with it? Today we talk temporary storage solutions. That's coming up next on Winnipeg's Real Estate Podcast.
You're listening to the Bo Knows Real Estate Podcast. Tips and advice for home buyers, sellers, and owners with award-winning Remax agent, Bo Kauffmann.
Hello, everybody. Bo Kauffmann here from Remax Performance Realty with another great episode of Winnipeg's Real Estate Podcast. Now, it's been said that the more room you have, the more stuff you accumulate. I can verify that. But there'll come a time when we all run out of room. My current hobby is scotch and cigars, and luckily that doesn't take a lot of room. By the way, we have an upcoming fundraiser, scotch and cigar sampling right here in Winnipeg on June 18th. That's the Father's Day weekend, but it's a Saturday. And it has a twist to it. I know there's lots of scotch and cigar events around, but this one has a bit of a bonus. You actually get to enjoy the cigar because we're holding it inside Thomas Hines' new sampling lounge, and they're licensed to allow smoking. So tickets are very limited because there's only 46 seats. If you're looking for tickets, give me a shout. They're going fast. June 18th, there's a 5 o'clock sitting and an 8 o'clock sitting, and the 8 o'clock is just about sold out. Maybe you've got a hobby collecting sewing machines, or your collection of old pinball machines is starting to take up too much room. What do you do? Or perhaps you're going to sell your house and you need to just temporarily declutter and need some temporary storage space. Whatever your reasons, there are storage solutions that have popped up all over town, ready to serve your storage needs. And today we're going to speak with Clair Coppens, business manager of Total Storage right here in Winnipeg, and we're going to ask her a few questions. Hi, Clair. How are you today?
I'm well, thanks. How are you?
Excellent. Okay, let's get right into it. What kind of people are your customers? Who uses storage compartments?
I would say the most popular reason people are coming to Total Storage, like for a self-storage unit, are big milestones in their lives, like buying a new home or like waiting for a new home to be built. Or oftentimes we see like death of a loved one, and they're trying to find space to put those belongings for a shorter or long term.
Right. Okay. Yeah, certainly I can get behind the idea of using storage to put your extra stuff, especially if you're downsizing or even upsizing, like you want to store it until you find a new home and then decide what you want to do with it all. You've been around for 10 years, you're telling me, but what do people look for when they want to select a self-storage facility?
Absolutely. I would say the first thing to look for if you're going to see a unit is if the facility is clean, like are the hallways swept, are the units dusted? And you can ask other tenants there too, like if they find the facility clean. The second thing I would say is, do you feel safe there? You know, you're putting a lot of your special items there. So is there a gate? What's the security like? Is there cameras? Do you need a code? What kind of locks are they asking you to put on the units? And then third, it's just, do you feel welcome there, right? Do you feel like the staff cares that you and your items are there and you're not just a customer of theirs? You know, are they going to go the extra mile to make sure that your belongings are safe and well taken care of while you can't take care of them yourself?
Okay, so a question came to mind is, do people have access to their stuff 24/7, or are you just open during certain business hours?
Once you've rented a unit at Total Storage, you have 24-hour access. That's included in your rent, and you can come and go as you please. But of course, we do have those security features that you need to get through before you can go to your unit.
Excellent. Mm-hmm. Okay, good. Excellent. So, and I understand you have climate controlled. Do you also have non-climate controlled? And really, what's the difference?
So we offer both climate controlled and non-climate controlled. Non-climate controlled would be more of like a garage style where there's a roll-up door and you put your items in, and there's no control of temperature or humidity. And then climate controlled is more like storing items in a house. So they're like in an interior space, the temperature is controlled.
Now, obviously, one's going to be more expensive than the other. How much? I mean, we don't have to get into dollars, but if you have a garage that's not climate controlled or a similar space that's climate controlled, roughly how much more would the climate control be? Would it be double, or would it be 20% more? Or
No. The price is pretty similar, actually. Like, so for example, our 5x5s, a non-climate controlled is $70 and the climate controlled is $75. So it's comparable.
And the price you quoted was per month?
Yeah. So at Total Storage, when you move in is your anniversary date, and your payment is always due on that date.
Okay, cool. Now, besides self-storage, do you guys offer anything else?
Yeah, absolutely. We sell boxes and packing supplies like mattress bags, tape. We rent reusable totes. So rather than having to purchase that yourself, you can rent them, and then that is green, right? We're recycling the boxes. We make sure that they're clean. We also do this service called Marketplace, where if you are looking to get rid of a few items, we will do like the picture taking and posting and dealing with all the offers and sell it on your behalf for a commission. And then we donate 20% of that sale to charity as well.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, I understand you guys are like a sister company to Total Moving Winnipeg.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So we have the storage space, and Total Moving is the brand, I suppose.
Okay, excellent. So do you guys ever auction stuff off like they do on Storage Wars?
We do, yeah. It's not nearly as dramatic as Storage Wars. It's of course we want people to have their items, right? The last thing that we want to do is auction it, but if it does get to that point, we do auction our items. It's on Bid 13, and if you want to see our past auctions, you can visit our website at totalstoragewinnipeg.ca. And we also have an email list if you want to be notified of when our next auction is.
Okay, and I assume that this auctions would be mostly for people that kind of abandon their stuff, stop paying, or just left stuff behind that might not even be valuable to them anymore. They just left it, right? Abandon it.
Yeah, it's a stop paying, and then we can't contact them to set up a payment plan to like reunite them with their items.
Reunite, I like that. Okay, so is there a final tip that you would give anybody looking for storage?
Absolutely. Yeah. I think the number one thing that people are not taking advantage of in storage is making use of all the vertical space in the units, right? So you're laying your items out on the ground, like get some shelving, use the reusable totes so you can stack them easily and make sure you're using every square inch of that space.
People have to, I guess, provide their own shelving kind of thing. These units are not shelved.
Yeah, there's no shelving in the units. We're actually looking into offering shelving as something that you can purchase or possibly rent from us. So that could be a next step.
Makes sense. Are they all the same height, like 5x5 by how tall?
At Total Storage, they do vary in height. There's a pitch in our building. So some of them are a little bit taller than others. So they range from about 8 to 11 feet. Okay.
Where are you located?
We're at 21 Bloomberg Trail. So we're about 2 minutes past the perimeter on the number 1 in Headingley. We're right across from the Motel 6.
Okay. And you guys have a business phone number people can reach you at?
Of course, yeah. It's 204-832-8181.
Okay. And that's Clair Coppens, the business manager of Total Storage in Winnipeg.
Yeah.
Thanks for your time, Claire.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
This episode of Winnipeg's Real Estate Podcast is brought to you by Total Moving, providing moving services, packing supplies, assembly, and organizing for residential and commercial clients. Guaranteeing no hidden fees while providing the most efficient moving process possible. Call 431-441-MOVE or get an estimate online at totalmovingwinnipeg.ca. That's Total Moving, Manitoba's modern mover.
Well, I hope you've enjoyed listening to this episode as much as I've enjoyed creating it, because I really do love it. If you found the information helpful, why not download my free podcasting app? That way you never miss another episode. And I've made it super simple too. Just go to boknows.homes/apps. That's APPS. Available for Apple and Android devices. And finally, please give this podcast a 5-star rating. Again, we've made it super simple. Just go to lovethepodcast.com/boknows. Thank you so much for listening. Let's do this again next week.
You've been listening to Bo Kauffmann of Remax Performance Realty. Are you thinking of buying or selling a house or a condo in Winnipeg? Call Bo at 204-333-2202. Remember, Bo knows real estate.